Hey, what's up guys and gals, my name is Rick9G. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be talking about Batman, the 1960s television show. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I cover tons of classic TV shows like I Love Lucy, Gilligan's Island, Hogan's Heroes, and many more. So make sure to check the links in the description as well as the giveaway I'm doing. So much for you to see, but let's get right to this video. Now I'm going to be talking about a set of 3 episodes that could be seen as one unit. They're called the Londonium Larcenies, the Foggiest Notion, and the Bloody Tower. We have, of course, Lady Penelope Peasoup, played by Glynis Johns, as well as Lord Marmaduke Fogg. Now what's really important here is that he is played by the pretty popular and famous Rudy Vallee. And in fact, many had interactions with him, and I'm going to talk a little bit about their experience on set with him, as well as when on the cameras weren't rolling. But what was really interesting was what Batgirl thought about him. That is, Yvonne Craig, who played Batgirl. Now, you will be really surprised at what she said. I will also know, I usually don't do this in videos. I think it's kind of obvious, but of course, if I'm talking about her perspective, then that's just it. Her perspective, her viewpoint, and then people can extrapolate what they want or believe from that. So I want to take a look at what Yvonne Craig said about acting alongside of Rudy Vallee. Now in this group of stories, or in this story, we have Commissioner Gordon, and he's traveling across the channel to Londonium by request of the president to assist in a spree of baffling burglaries. Now aboard the ship are Bruce Wayne, Dick Grayson of course, and Alfred, and Gordon's daughter Barbara, of course, who plays Batgirl, her secret identity. Now Alfred sets up a makeshift Batcave under a rented mansion, it's pretty funny, near Londonium, while Batman and Robin visit Lord Fogg and Lady Peasoup, of course, who run a girls' finishing school that teaches their students a degree in shoplifting. Of course, they are the villains. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Rudy Vallee. His real name was Hubert Pryor Vallee. He was known professionally as Rudy Vallee, and he was an American singer, musician, actor, and radio host as well. He is regarded as one of the first modern pop stars of the teen idol type. So remember, in this age, in the 1960s, he was around, 60 years old, so he was kind of the veteran amongst everyone else on set, like Adam West, Burt Ward, even Yvonne Craig, and the many others. So there was a lot of respect that they would automatically assume to Rudy Vallee. Now, as I mentioned, according to Yvonne Craig, she said that Rudy Vallee was without a doubt one of the worst people I've ever worked with. That is her exact quote. In fact, she continued by saying that she had looked forward to working with him before they actually met. She was reading the script and she was informed who the villain would be in the next following episodes, and she was really happy. She was really looking forward to it. I guess from the statement, you can see that she was a little bit bitter when she said this quote. She mentions that he had been in show business for about 200 years, quote unquote. And Rudy Vallee came on the set, according to her, the Batman set, and he was an absolute churl. She used that word, C-H-U-R-L. Now I had to look that up to make sure what that was, because I am not familiar with the word. Excuse my ignorance, but that essentially means a rude, a boorish, or sultry person. Someone who was even regarded as rustic, a peasant. Someone who's stingy, a miser, a skinflint. I think you get the idea, but that is not a great way that someone would obviously describe someone else who they would act alongside with. Now, why did she say this? Well, she said that he was this little old cranky man. He was the meanest man, in fact. He was just awful. He didn't interact with anyone on set, according to her, and when he did, all he could manage was a snarl. He would apparently snarl at many people on set, cast, crew, the like. It was a 3-part episode, as I mentioned. Or you could also say that the story took place throughout 3 separate episodes in 3 parts. And according to her, they thought that they would never get rid of him because that's usually longer than most stories. Usually it's 2, sometimes 1, especially in this 3rd season, which is when all of this filming took place. And how was Glynis, of course, the co-star villain of this episode or of this series? Well, she says that she was an absolute dream. Now, I want to know your thoughts down below, guys and gals. Is this really surprising to you? I did not know much myself about Rudy Vallee before Batman, so I would really love to hear your thoughts. I did know that he was in an I Love Lucy episode, the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour, when they go to Havana. Rudy Vallee, as he talks like that, it's pretty funny. He does a pretty great job on the episode in my opinion. He kind of stands out, and he does some really good things with Ethel and Lucy, of course, as well as Anne Southern. We'll see you next time, guys and gals. Always look forward to seeing your comments down below. Stay tuned for more Batman content, and most importantly, be hopeful. Thank you so much to my Diamond tier patrons: Citizen Kane 359, Paul T, Ricky, Gary N, David D, Sally N, Yasmin G, and Lori K. If you want to be part of the Patreon family, don't forget to take a look at the description with many exclusives that you can enjoy.